Well, hello, my beautiful friend, Miss Jasmin. My name is Libra Empress, and this will be your personal tarot reading. I thank you so much for being so patient with me. I've just had a lot of stuff going on, but you are always at the forefront of my head. Let's find out what is going on with you, huh, my beautiful friend? Also, thank you for subscribing. Alright, so material wealth has you contemplating whether you're going to be completing something. Bottom of the deck, clarity. Alright, let's clarify with my zombie deck. Find out what's going on, huh? Let's do a fourth pile. Ooh, okay. Oh, and happy late birthday. I hope that you had a blessed day, where you got everything you wanted and everything you needed. Especially good memories. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck is progress. Okay. Now that I've got your fourth pile here, let's discuss what each of these piles mean. So you got your past, present, and possible future. Remember, when we get to the future, that is not set in stone and can change it anytime you so choose it, alright? Then I've got a fourth pile over here that's set aside, and that's all the energy between your past, present, and future, okay? Now let's look into your past. In regards to your material wealth. Alright, my beautiful Miss Jasmin. I feel that someone who's trying to sabotage you, it could have been this Aries, Leo, or Sag. Okay? But it didn't go through all the way. So, you know, in one way or another, you were given a high five from the undead, extra help. Or it could be that Aries, Leo, or Sag helped you. Currently, you are contemplating. You're contemplating whether to make a sacrifice, but you're in choices mode. Do I go left? Do I go right? You know, you're a little bit dizzy there, and I think it has a lot to do with this Aries, Leo, or Sag here. Now your future is the world, completion, right? So the lessons here is that you were thrown into a bit of a financial loss and anxiety, lots of poverty, right? Or you're going to be. And it might be due to this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag, or this Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, right? Now he's intuitive, he's an entrepreneur, and she's a devoted, very intuitive party girl. Whether you're dealing with male or female energies, like people I'm talking about energies, if that makes sense. So, you're moving on. This is the fourth pile. You're moving on from troubled relationships due to the fact that you said some shit. You made a choice, stepped into the King of Swords, and told the people that you ain't gonna deal with that shit no more. So basically, you cast judgment upon them, which you shouldn't do, but, as a Libra, we do that. We weigh out the pros and cons. But you're judging the situation as it is, and you're cutting ties, and you're paying very close attention. And you're moving away from troubled waters into calm waters. So you're in your head with a snow shovel, shoveling up all your boxes and throwing them out your eardrum. You're like, bye drama, anxiety, I'm starting fresh. I'm making room for the holiday season for the good memories. Because, hell yeah. And you call judgment on that. You are working together with someone in regards to family, wealth, and contentment. You are struggling and juggling a lot, but you are going to be able to sit down with someone you haven't been able to in a long time and talk, without fighting, hucking things at their forehead because they piss you off. Because we all know that, like, sometimes when you piss off a Libra, we go dark Libra, and it's horrible. For them, not for us. I mean, we feel guilty because we have a conscience, but then they'll definitely feel the guilt as, like, that cup smashes their freaking eye chakra or something, But you're going to be able to sit with them, and you know what? You're gaining recognition for your hard work and skills. Let's look at this deck here. So you are finding clarity in regards to transforming away from being rejected or rejecting someone. Now you had to find the courage to do that, okay, which was hard. And now you're in celebrative mode, right? You're looking for quality, not quantity. You're being very perceptive in regards to who's using their charm on you. And you are charming. Yes, you are. Now you are working your ass off, overcoming challenges, and trying to come together and collaborate with someone in regards to happiness. You are destined to decide a choice in regards to you. You're the Empress. But you are waiting. You're waiting in moderation for word traditions, right? You're preparing for stability while moving towards calmer waters, which include wish fulfillment. Now you are waiting for your Emperor, in Aries possibly, to arrive, which he will bring positivity, but you are going to be cautious about it because you are introspective as well. Does that make sense? You're kind of in your head about it, thinking. And it kind of makes you a little bit full of anxiety because you're just like, I feel that you I feel that someone tore your heart up really bad, right? I don't know when this is, past, present, possible future, but this is just I know you want to declutter all the drama and the bullshit, and you're trying to cleanse yourself of all that negative energy because you're just tired of it. But you're worried that you are going to be putting all that onto the new person, your Emperor. Okay? But your Emperor is not the one who did this to you. So why is he being accused, or thought of like that? You are awakening to the fact that you're trying to keep your emotions under control in regards to sharing, but you are making an effort to add a little bit more security around your heart, or fight for your security, because you're just trying to work on your skills, but you're being assertive in regards to expecting disappointment in regards to your creative energy. If that made any sense to you. It made sense to me. You're expecting disappointment in regards to your creativity. You're expecting to be shot down. But that's the thing, is that you're not going to let that hold you back, because you are going to seek balance and you're going to adapt to the challenges ahead. Be more generous and add a little mystery to your life, but in a good way. You're very mysterious. All right, Miss Jasmin, you are. And you're going to start a new beginning. Yes, you are. You're going to get an extra pep in your step, you name it. Now, you are paying more close attention to your intuition. You're trying not to mix that up with your anxiety feeling, okay? And you're going to be given energy to discover that there is someone who's trying to tempt you with love. But you don't know if it's your emperor or if it's the past, right? Because in regards to love, you're expecting betrayal. But you're going to accomplish the fact that you're gaining revelation from this. I don't know when and where you're gaining revelation, but you're realizing that you're not going to put up with that shit. That you are destined for greatness. Everybody's destined for greatness, honestly. But it's about opening up and realizing that you have so much to give in a world where nobody really wants to give jack shit. You know, and the world's a little cold. And everybody's fighting, and it's getting to be bullshit. It really is. But that's just how it is. I mean, I think the best way to change the world is to change ourselves one at a time. Now let's see what the zombie deck story tells. Alright, so you are on the bottom of the deck, patiently expecting a tower moment. Now, with that and your cup of love, I don't think that's necessarily a bad tower moment. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Maybe I can't see. I need glasses or something. She looks like she's yelling "No, stop" in the corner, but really she's like, "Eat them." Eat them over there. Eat those lovers. I'm gonna chill over here. About one step from hiding behind the door. That's funny. It's terrible, but funny. So I feel that you're giving your cup of love to someone, but this revelation, the tower, it could have already happened, or it could be happening as we speak, or it could be happening in the possible future. I mean, you have a choice to avoid that. But I don't feel like this is necessarily a bad tower. I believe each tower is unique, and some are bad and some are good. They're just revelations that kind of shake up your world a little. And with you wanting to give your cup of love to someone, you're trying to find a new approach. Okay? You have entered the fool mode. Now, you're the fool, not a fool. A fool is an insult. The fool is like of high regard, right? You released all that mental baggage, you're starting fresh, and you're prospering. But that doesn't stop people from trying to take what's yours, and you're fighting for what's yours. But you're doing it in a sense where you're grown up. You're not literally bopping them over the head with a bone. But I think you're telling this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that needs a lot of growth to do their own thing. Now, there was someone who's coming back from the past, and it could be your destiny to have to encounter them, and that's probably why you got the Two of Cups card, where the zombie and the human are sitting across from each other. But I'd say be careful in regards to this and be very perceptive, and you are very perceptive because it was in here. Let's see. You're being very perceptive. Yeah, right there. Being very, very perceptive. Now, you'll be able to sit down with them, and that's your destiny to be able to sit down with them, okay? But it's your choice whether you want to continue on, adding them back to your life, or letting them go. Now, you do have a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy floating around you. Bit of a player, if that makes sense. Him and the Wands Knights are swapped in my deck, okay? he's very romantic, adventurous, throws on all the charm, right? But as soon as his mood changes, he'll take your heart and skip town. That's why I don't like him. At least the other guy in his story, he'll run ahead, grab a goodie bag, and bring it back to you. At least he's thinking about you. This guy's like, it's Tuesday, right? I better go chill with my Wednesday chick. It's not really that day. I'm sorry for confusing you if you haven't been in school for a while. Um, as we get older, we forget what day we're in. Now, you are going to get a new beginning in regards to your emperor. You're going to be celebrating. I don't know if this is one of the four, okay? I always say that because a lot of people don't really understand this card, and it could be one of four things. One, you just got married. So if that be it, congratulations. If you're pregnant, congratulations. That's number two. Number three is that you're working with a partner at work, but not in a sexual sense, more in a partnership for accomplishing a goal and a project for work that's going to blow your boss's mind. Okay? Congratulations. That's awesome. But the fourth thing I always think of in regards to certain people is you are creating something from scratch from home that as soon as you release it into the world, and it's your creativity. I think you're afraid of the rejection in regards to it, right? You could be a writer. You dabble in poems, art, anything. I mean, we're artistic creatures as Libras. Even if we're told we're just soulless, eminent objects, we do have a soul, and you definitely have a beautiful one. But your thing is gonna your project is gonna take off. It might not feel like it right now, but I promise you, keep going, keep working at it. All right, it's gonna shake the world in a good way. It's gonna change. It's gonna change reality as we know it. That sounds weird, right? But I promise you, it's not. But you have a lot of anxiety and you're kind of stuck in your head. So you've got to come to terms with this Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person, okay? But this card doesn't just mean that you're dealing with him and whatnot, okay? Because he's very empathetic, diplomatic, and very generous. Because he's king now. He went through all those stages. But this also calls, Miss Jasmine, for you to pull up your scales, okay, and weigh a little bit of your heart in the decision-making process. And sometimes that's hard for us Libras. We just kind of go cool, calm, collective, and no emotion, Queen of Swords, crazy, right? You're feeling possessive in regards to your intuition. You don't want to share too much of what's going on in your life with a whole lot of people, and you're moving away from this Cancer, or this Cancer's moving to you. All you want is your wish fulfillment, and this will go with your Ace of Cups that you have. But currently you're bored, especially in regards to a certain puppet master, because someone's using a lot of toxic energy against you, right? But that's not going to stick. Because normally this is a heart stalker card, right? When I have these together. Today I feel like, yeah, you do have a heart stalker, it's your ex. But you also have a deceased loved one watching your back, your guardian angels. Okay? I don't know who that is, but their energy's strong. But you're going to be traveling and getting your justice, and you're becoming a boss lady, right? You're possibly doing a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and you are, you're feeling a lot of disaster currently. You really are, and that's the thing is that it's not that you feel that you're being super betrayed. I mean, that could be it as well, but I think what it is everybody wants a piece of you, and you're just like, come on. Give me back my shoe and sock with my foot. I have work in the morning. And I might decide to be a serial killer tomorrow, okay? So I might need that meat cleaver. Come on, guys. For fuck's sakes. You're ruining my aspirations. You're dealing with someone who's giving generously to you, but there are strings attached. But you're going to be completing that task, saying your piece, leaving the situation where you're getting what you want towards starting something that will get you what you need, right? And you have someone who loves you, Gemini. You're waiting for them to appear. You're expecting the end of one situation, and somewhere along the line, you were dealing with a Three of Swords. one of three things, maybe four more. Okay, so the basic card, it usually says heartache, jealousy, and loss, right? But this card also means three different things, three different types of betrayal by your partner or you, right? One, they're cheating or you're cheating. Two, you're complaining about them to a family member or they're doing that about you to their family. Okay, and the third is something takes priority over your relationship, Miss Jasmin. But I don't know if this is past, present, or future. I can't pinpoint that, but you can. You can tell me. Now, when I say something takes priority over your relationship, drugs, alcohol, any form of substance abuse, you name it, right? Could be happening with a Sagittarius who you thought was your balance, but you're in Virgo mode, right? Hermit, pampering yourself, and you're trying to decide whether you're going to have the strength to carry on and be an Empress, complete your tasks, be rescued off that roof with Alice from Resident Evil, gain your victory, and hell yeah, you have entered into the Queen of Swords. Also, I mean, just because you're an Empress, okay, and an Emperor, like when you hit those modes, because we kind of have to level up, but doesn't mean you can't go into your room and be like, honey, I need the Queen of Swords shoes today, stat. Where are they, honey? They're next to the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Hazards, Pentacles for a regular deck. Right? I don't see them, I just see the Queen of Wands. You're like, fuck, was it laundry day? Did I lose them in laundry? I guess I'm gonna have to go rogue barefoot on this shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going through a lot. You really are. You're tackling it like a boss, Empress. You are. Alright, so I just reshuffled the decks, and the reason why I needed your favorite number was for this. Okay, so I'm gonna do all the cards in this pile here. So I pulled 17 from each of my decks. And then also, after that, I'm gonna reshuffle. You won't hear me reshuffle. I'll put you on pause so you don't have to hear that, because that's annoying. And it'll also save you time, because we all want our messages and we want them stat sometimes, right? And you waited so long. So, and I'm so grateful for your patience. But then I'll do each of the spreads, but instead of laying them out, because I don't know if you noticed, but my camera is too close. And I have nowhere to hang it. So it'll just be in a pile, each one, okay? Alright, let's get started. Now, you're making a decision on whether you want to start fresh. Now, you want stability, and you are going to be celebrating that, but you've got to complete a task from coming at it from a new approach. Now, someone was using your charm, but they were fighting with you over something, okay? And you were competing, basically, right? You were being very generous with your cup of love, but you're being also very perceptive in regards to you had a family loss. Or you're going to have a family loss, and you're really sad. I don't know where these cards lie in your life, but they do, somewhere. Okay? Now you are up in your feelings, full of anxiety in regards to getting any sleep. You need to go to sleep, alright? Take a hot shower, lay in a bubble bath for a little bit. Go, you're doing that anyway in hermit mode. Now what I need you to do is go to sleep, because if you plug your phone in next to the bed and lay down. You can even go to sleep while listening to me say this. Okay, that's cool. Or do housework while listening to me. But the thing is that you need to go to sleep. This card calls for you to go to sleep because you've got the dead speaking to you. Your ancestors, ghosts, the divine, your guardian angels, God, they're telling you shit in your dreams. They're telling you, hey, pay attention to these. And they're going to throw you in weird scenarios where you'll either see them or you'll be in like a story mode, if that makes sense. Like I ended up being a passenger last night in my own dream where I was just kind of ended up in a car driving around and people were talking to me, which is weird, but haven't broken it down yet, honestly. But pay attention and then wake up, write down your dream, and break it into pieces and Google that. I mean, I do have a dream meaning section on my channel that I created based off of astrology.com's dream dictionary. I just took all their stuff and made it into a video, so I connected them to you. Okay, so all their material is just theirs, other than my face in the video itself. My face and my voice is mine, my own. But if you can't find it there, what you could do is just Google. That's my best example. Or get a dreams meaning book. That would be cool. Now you are preparing to make a sacrifice because someone betrayed you, and it happened to possibly be this Queen of Cups, right? But you are going to be celebrating the fact that you are going to enter Cancer energy and move along. Especially in regards to celebrating the fact that you got to know that someone who you love and loves you is watching you. Possibly that deceased person, right? Now, there is someone who's tempting you to stay, and they're trying to tempt you with empty cups. But you don't need those empty cups, and you don't need their temptation, right? Because you have all the material wealth as the Empress. Now, you are wanting to spread your traditions, I think especially online. You know, and you want to start fresh. This person who could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, there's someone that you can go to. It could also be any other sign, honestly. Someone who, you know, has a stock tip market. Like, if that makes sense. So basically, say if you need food or you need shelter, they know where you can go. If you want to start a YouTube channel as a tarot reader or as a healer, because you're very strong in that energy, you could make miracles happen, move mountains. Fuck yeah. Now, you, Empress, are very enthusiastic in regards to cutting some people off. And you're trying to find the courage to tell the fucking puppet master to skimp town. You're just like, kick rocks, dude, kick rocks. And you're going to have hope that you, and I pulled 2 cards for this, so you get an extra card. You're going to have hope that your courage is going to last in regards to making it a group effort. I don't know where that falls in. Hope that makes sense to you. Now, bottom of the decks is you're calling judgment and moving to calmer waters. Yeah, rock on. Very awesome. Awesome sauce. All right, let's move on. All right, we're doing the broken heart spread, but in one pile. So this card represents the central issue of your relationship. 3 of Swords. Rejection. Right? So you're wanting to reject the toxicity. This card represents how you see the other person. You see them as someone who betrayed you. And they're a bit of a party person. Yeah, they're very emotional, but they're a party person nonetheless. Now this card represents how they see you. They see you as someone who's very sharing and caring, and as the person they're coming back to. Wow. This card represents unknown influences on your relationship. So you're going to be celebrating, but moving away. Woohoo, you came back. Woohoo, goodbye. I don't know. Or otherwise, you know what, honestly, you're going to be deciding whether you want to stay or go, okay? It all depends on you. That's why you were given free choice. I can just say funny stuff, and you can be like, oh, God, where's that book I can throw with that damn tarot reader? She gave me a free reading. She's such an asshole. This card represents where you want the relationship to go. You want it to be more perceptive on whether or not he or she's gonna grow. Honestly, you know, they have a lot of growth to do. This card represents who can help your relationship. You can. Cancer energy. Being more assertive in regards to them. You're being more assertive in regards to your oh my god. You having issues talking to? I should have said gosh. Anyway. You're being more assertive in regards to your spirituality. It's terrible, I can't speak today. The challenges in your relationship are that you're discovering what you want, and you want this king of wands to grow up, but you're also wanting to be an entrepreneur, but you're putting yourself first finally, because you tell him, and you're being assertive in regards to it. I'm not your fucking doormat, dude, chick, right? Now this card represents the outcome of your relationship. The outcome is that you are the Empress, and you decide whether you want to give your Nine of Cups to them. The outcome is you're going to choose you. Yeah, they're going to pull the sob story, pull on your, oh god, what are those strings? Heartstrings. I always think of the cooking, you know, the strings that go to your apron. They're gonna pull it. They're gonna try every fucking thing in the book, and I'm pretty sure they Ace of Swords to you, or beforehand. What that means is that they said some shit. They led you on for so long, and then suddenly out of the blue, they're like, "I don't love you anymore. I never loved you." And you're just like, "Seriously, dude, chick, like, come on." And then you're like, "Fine, then you broke my heart. You fucking don't have to be an asshat about it. God." I deserve better, and you cried. I mean, there was a lot of mental anguish here, right? I'm sure of it somewhere along the line. And you were crying, and you thought, I deserve better. And you finally decided to shut out the world and to claim that you deserve better, and you do deserve better. You deserve the world. You're the epiphany of the three eyes. Well, what's that, Libra Empress? I don't understand. What the fuck does that mean? And it means that you're a highly intellectually intelligent individual. One, you're intellectual, right? If you don't know what that means, Google it. Intelligent. You're super smart. You are. You wouldn't be smart if you weren't a Libra. I'm saying now, because we are very analytical. And you are an individual. There is no one in this world like you. Your soul beats to its own drum. It knows what it wants, and it wants for you to be happy and to succeed. Do you. You're an Empress now. You don't need to put up with anybody's shit. You really don't. But you're also kind of closing off your heart too. I don't know if you know that, or if you're doing it on purpose, or if you don't know that. You know what I mean? But now you'll know. Because then you'll think back and be like, oh yeah, that one guy, Go Getter Greg, he was nice. Just a little creepy. I'm just kidding. I was thinking of that Go Getter Greg song from Ludo. If you haven't heard it, it's funny. I love that song. That's an old band from like the 2000s, between 2000 and 2010, I think. I don't know. I don't know if they're still making music. They make good music. I like it, but you might not like it. But it's just funny. So basically, they tell a story. I can't play the song on here because it'll be a copyright thing. But it's about a guy who sees a girl moving to his community, and he lives in an old folks community. And he's like, "You're a little standoffish, but I'll help you." Suddenly they're everywhere. It's like, I'm a go-getter guy with a something. Yeah, I don't remember what he said, but he's like very enthusiastically trying to help her. I know I said I'd pause it every time we shuffled, but I was just in that mode to talk to you. Yeah. Alright, this is the gravestone. This card represents a central question of your life. You're introspecting, okay, on whether you should leave. The unforeseen forces acting on this question would be the magician. You're working on skills, okay? And they're going to run off with your heart. This card represents how other people affect you. You know what? They're getting the courage to come back and affect you with nostalgia. Remember when we did this and we did that? Oh, wasn't it great? And they're trying to bring up the happy memories, and you're just like, oh, I remember. You remember this? You're going Queen of Swords on them. There is no Two of Swords anymore. You're no longer stuck in your head. This card represents circumstances affecting your life. Happiness. Coming together with someone. Okay, remember the creating something amazing from nothing. Who or what is available to help you is you. You're making an effort to pay attention to your intuition. The outcome on that question is that you have choices, but you're kind of stuck in your head, right? And you know, when the Libra gets stuck in their head, it takes a minute to get out. A long minute. Like we look like we're on pause mode from from a movie where they have a remote that controls everybody and pauses them. Alright. We're going to do the eyeball next. The eyeball just is like 7 cards wrapped, or 6 cards wrapped around the one in the middle. Someday I'll get a higher thing to hold above. I don't know where to buy those, but probably a store, like Walmart or something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Middle card, 7. Okay. Bottom of the decks is 4 of Wands meets the Death card. So what that's saying is that it's the end of their celebrating. Or it's the end of that situation and you're celebrating. This card represents the previous month. So last month you had a tower moment. Alright, double tower moment actually. That's crazy, yeah. This card represents an overview of currently. Currently you're finding balance and wanting to become an entrepreneur. The first week you had anxiety in regards to this Knight of Cups coming back. The second week was you were contemplating whether you wanted to deal with the toxicity or toxic energy. Third week is that you're waiting on whether you should move. Okay. Fourth week is you are awakening to the fact that this party person is not really gonna suffice. You want quality over quantity, right? Next month you are going to be sharing yourself with someone, but you're going to be feeling a bit of a loss. Now you can choose whether you want to enter into that energy by deciding now. Come at it sideways. Be like, bitch, you got smacked from the ear to the nose. Up and down, left and right. They're like, how'd you hit me? Oh, horizontally, upright, you name it. I was upside down too. It was awesome. I'm a writer, okay? I try to write serious stuff. One time I wrote this really serious thing for class, and the teacher came back with an A on the paper and laughed. And she's like, oh, I really enjoyed your paper. You made me laugh. It was so funny. And I was like, what? That was a serious topic. I was not being funny. Like, what the shit? Oh, it was serious? Yeah, it was serious. Like, you weren't supposed to laugh at that. Like, I don't even remember the paper was over. Oh, God. You ever get that way where you're trying to be serious and someone is like, oh, so cute, you're so little, and when you get angry, you're even adorabler. You're only 5'2.5". Aw, I can stuff you in my backpack. Let's go camping. I don't know. Oh man. Now we're gonna do the sever head spread. Give us more clarity. One, two. Okay. Sorry for the background noise. My kid found this Talking Tom app on their phone, on the phone. It's like a game, and he can make it repeat himself. He mainly uses it for his Buzz Lightyear toys. So he's sitting in the car working because we don't have a babysitter, and Buzz Lightyear, and then in this little voice after, Buzz Lightyear. It's fucking funny. Oh man. Alright, this card represents the primary issue in your life. So the issue is that you're being very perceptive in regards to moving on from a troubled relationship. Now the distant past is that you're making an effort in regards to finding your emperor. The recent past is that you are claiming destiny and making a move. Currently, you're finding happiness, but you're trying to fight for what's yours, and you're giving too much to everybody. Okay? The immediate future is that you're going to keep your emotions under control while seeking out someone that can help you to start fresh, a new beginning. The factors that will affect your relationship are that you are preparing to move away from being bored. You're bored, so you're preparing. Does that make sense? Now, this card represents the outcome. The outcome is that you're going to be collaborative towards this Capricorn. Toxic energy. It doesn't always mean that, though. It could mean you're just dealing with a Capricorn, coming into collaboration with them. My grandma's a Capricorn, and she's been in a karmic cycle for 40 years, I swear. But you don't have to be. Alright? Maybe you're coming in collaboration to end that toxic cycle. Alright. Bottom of the deck is that you're seeking stability by looking within and finding that you have a voice, you have a choice. That's right, Miss Jasmin. You got a voice. That's going to be like the logo on your shirt. I have a voice, so I have a choice. I have a choice to voice my opinions. Biatches. Yeah, nobody says that anymore. Nobody says biatch. If I say it normally, people be like, "Oh, she don't know how to say that word." Yeah, I don't. She sounds like a chihuahua speaking. Bitch, bitch, bitch. You're doing really great. You're overcoming a lot of shit, though. Definitely. But I'm so proud of you. Alright? Thank you so much for listening to me. Happy birthday. Late, no, but happy birthday. I love you. Thank you for being a part of our Zodiac family, and I hope that this was entertaining, but not just that, I was able to help you in some way find clarity in regards to what's going on within your life. Alright? I love you. Bye-bye, my beautiful friend. If you ever need me, I'm always here.